something that is both imperative in this ever-evolving, deepening journey, absolutely necessary, and also an enormous, enormous release of burden that is carried, at least intermittently, for the longest time. And this lies in the habitual tendency to erroneously see the acts of what the mind interprets as another as something that is truly separate and individual. And what occurs in this repetition, for most until it is very mature, is the seeing of someone else doing something that I don't like. When it's something I like, then the connection with the heart remains. The feeling of the beauty of it remains typically. It is when it is something I don't like. But the play must have this constant form of repetition until there is clear seeing. The clear seeing lies in the willingness to be humbled, letting go of the conditioned positioning. No matter how much suffering it creates, and that's all it does is create suffering, there is a way in which the ego digs its fingers into it so intensely, not wanting to let go of its position. But it is all the hand of God. Every player is representing an aspect of you. It can only be seen when you are not identified as the theme character, but present. And every time the play plays itself to bring up that tendency, there is the possibility to use this painful, repetitive, contractive response as a self-reminder. There is no one out there that does anything. There is no one out there that is deeper. No one out there that is better. No one out there doing something wrong. There's no one else out there. This moves into overdrive when the play is simply left alone. When the particulars of the play are simply left alone. When this conditioned knot, either on very obvious ways or very subtle ways, that is constantly replaying itself, that becomes the work, as opposed to moving away from the knot into the illusion of someone doing something. Because no matter how it seems, I assume everyone in the room, there are a few, some that are new to me, but I know for certain that almost all of you have seen this over and over again. Humility is the willingness to let go of arrogance. Arrogance is holding on to something even after there has been the very clear seeing of the illusory nature of it. There is no one that has wronged you. There is no one that has done something right for you. There is no doer. It is all reflective, and every character is playing an aspect. It is the hand of pure wisdom that is moving everything. In true recognition, there is natural humility, which allows that which is wise to do its work and does not require the conditioned egoic arrogance to be involved in any way. Your work is inside the mechanics of the mind's conditioned responses, into the root of from where the whole drama comes. There's no one else out there. It can be so obvious that every role of every player, particularly when it stimulates a form of irritation, it is so obvious. It is never something unique. It is never something new. Ever. It is not about changing because it is not about doing, because doing is the myth that occurs in forgetting. It is about recognizing the habit of the arising of doing, which is stimulated by contraction. Contraction is stimulated by fear. Fear cannot be seen through if it does not arise. The hand of wisdom causes the arising of everything that has the potential of creating conditioned fear. It is about leaving God's work in God's hands, meaning the movement of everything. Refraining from identifying with the mind's judgments, which just perpetuate all the distress, and instead watching the mechanical nature of all of it. One at some point must get off the high horse of this comparison machine that is inherent in every mind. So then, what is reality? What is the self? What is the beloved? It is everything. It is every action, every sensation, every apparent movement, every sound, everything seen, the seer. It is the stillness. It is the experience of doing. It is the experience of time. It is the taste of timelessness. It is everything. And it is all this serenading, waiting for the ears that can truly hear from where it is coming. But the ears are not on the head. They live in the heart. The particular characters that have the tendency to set me off are the grace of the beloved offering this invitation for your humility, meaning the simple willingness to get off the stance when having recognized that it is all based in illusion anyway, and receiving the beauty from where every single thing comes. Free will lies in your hunger. Your hunger for what? For happiness. But suffering is so sophisticated. And therein lies the dance.